Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been invited on a meet-up challenge. This week I've been invited to meet up with somebody for a bit of a photographic challenge, and we're meeting at a local nature reserve in Swindon called Coate. If you've been following the channel for long, you'll know that I've been there before many times, but I've never actually done a really serious vlog there. I don't think, not one for a long time anyway. So it's just after 5:30 on a Sunday. Yeah, 5:30 on a Sunday. I don't usually do this sort of time on a Sunday. I'm more of a sunset than a sunrise, but I'm not there for sunrise, but we're there for a quieter period of time before it gets a bit too busy, because it does get busier today. And he set me a bit of a challenge. Okay, so we've made it to Coate. I'm actually been invited to this challenge by Stephen Musgrove. Never met Stephen before, but I've been following his channel for quite a while. And if you haven't been following his channel, then I'll put a link to it in one of these corners up here. And he's a good photographer and gets all over the place, so I highly recommend you give him a try. But the challenge basically is to come to Coate. We have an hour to go around the lake, to go around the park, and come up with 3 different shots, any genre I like, but try and keep it landscape. Don't have to, but that's the general idea. So I've already got, because I've been here many times before, I've already got a few ideas of what I want to do, but I want to put a bit of a twist on the iconic diving board shot. So we're just waiting for Stephen to turn up and start making our way around the park. So yeah, should be a good outing. Right, mate. Yeah, you seen Stephen around here? Do I look like your bloody secretary? He's over there, behind you. Cheers, mate.
Okay, right, so the rules. It's going to be fun because this is going to be talking to 2 different cameras at the same time. I don't know which. It's bad enough looking at the bloody screen.
Yeah, not looking at the screen. I always look at the screen.
Yeah. It's like, which lens do I look at?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so I did some rules. Right, so I did some rules, and they're very, very basic, nice and simple. But basically, this is a 60-minute challenge whereby Nick and I will have 60 minutes to do 3 photos. There is no restriction on camera gear, so if Nick happens to have a drone and wants to go take that out flying, happy days.
I wish.
there's no preference on the types of shots, so it can be macro, landscape, if there's people around, street photography if you wish. But I think both Nick and I are more landscape photographers, so landscape is probably going to be the preferred method.
Definitely, yeah.
And that's it. So from when we both agree, we have 60 minutes to go out, take 3 shots, which will be fun.
Yeah.
So I think
I've got a few in mind.
yeah, I think Nick might have a slight advantage being local.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be interesting. I've only seen a few shots from here. Tried not to be too influenced, but it should be interesting.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
Will be.
Right, I think 7:10.
Yeah.
We'd be back here.
Back here.
3 shots.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let's
Good luck.
go.
Okay, you understand them rules? Well, off you go then. Cheers, Funky. See you later.
Okay, so that's the rules. But an hour to get around the park, which isn't the end of the world, to be honest. It's not an overly sized park. But I've got 3 shots in mind. The first one is of this board just here. Get the iconic shot out of the way, which basically leaves me 2 more shots. One of which should be the way Stephen's going, which will be round in the trees. And possibly another one of the one of the fishing boats. So I think because of the light, because of the conditions, I think the first shot is going to be just along here. So it's just getting the idea of where to take the shot. I'm going to jump down, I think, onto this base down here, and hopefully this should be one of my first shots right here. Okay, so I'll get set up. A bit dark, there we are. So okay, so I'll get set up and I'll come back and talk you through what I'm going to do in a minute. Okay, so the first shot I've gone for is obviously a nice reflection shot of the actual board itself. The sun's actually rising up over the trees behind me there, and the light is just starting to catch the top of the actual board there itself. There's light hitting the trees behind the board itself, and this was always really going to be my first shot if I come this way. There's nothing really to tell you about the composition. It's a nice reflection shot of the actual main diving board. So that being said, I bracketed the shot. F11 bracketed, and I think it was about F11 bracketed for about 1/25 of a second. And it's just a really nice image basically. So on to the next. Okay, so because I've only got 3 shots, I don't want to waste all 3 round this side, even though the reflections are quite spectacular. I don't know if you can see that. I'll video a little bit in a minute, but the reflections are absolutely stunning. The mist is actually starting to disappear off the water now. Had we come round before sunrise, that would have been really quite nice. maybe one for the future if I can get out of bed again. But no, the reflections are lovely. You don't often see it this still, but of course a lot of the birds are actually out of the water and on the banks. And yeah, it's really nice to see. Right, let's go. Okay, so it really is a beautiful morning. Maybe I should try and do this a little bit more often. So there's not many people about either, which is really nice. So we're probably getting towards our halfway mark, but I've still got 2 photographs to do. But I've got a rough idea of what I want. Whew. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I almost wish I had come up just a little bit earlier and got a proper sunrise. With that mist on the water, it would have been really quite nice. Never mind. Okay, so being on this side of the lake means that the other side is the side that's all lit up, and this side is in shade. Now, I'm only going to have time to go around this lake once. My idea was to actually incorporate some of these old jetty stands, if you like, in the foreground, but all of this side is in shadow, which is a bit of a shame. I'm just worried that if I go over the other side, that all this is going to be in shadow and I'm not going to have as nice an image, but I don't want to do all reflections, so I think it's a chance I'm just going to have to take. So we're going to work our way around to the other side, onto one of the jetties around there, and my other shot is up in the trees, so yeah, let's keep going. Okay, so we're well over halfway round, and I haven't passed Stephen yet, so I hope you're on the right way. I'm just coming round the far corner of Coate now, so I got about a 10-15 minute walk back to where we started from, but I've still got to take 2 shots. Okay, so the sun is actually well risen now, as you can probably tell. And these shots around the edge of the lake just aren't working the way I thought they were going to. So I'm going to go and do the one shot I knew I was going to do, and maybe try something a bit further around by the diving board again, because these just aren't working, which is unfortunate because I thought they would. So yeah, let's go take this shot that I want to take. Shot I've taken before many times. It should be nice and quiet, so I should be able to take it today. And it's looking straight down the avenue of trees, and we may even get some little glimpses of light coming through them with that sun now that it's risen just a little bit. So see what we can get. Okay, so this was always going to be one of my shots, so I've taken this in portrait mode. It's a 5-second exposure because we're in the trees, f11, ISO 50, and it's in portrait orientation, looking straight down the avenue of trees, and it's a shot I just absolutely love. Right, one more. Okay, so we're getting back round towards the start where we left off. I've only got 2 shots at the moment, so I'm hoping that when I get back to the start I can have a go at a little idea that I tried not so long ago at the town gardens. It's a composite, it's made up of 2 photographs, but I bracketed a lot of shots, so technically I think that's okay, I think it's allowed. So get back to the diving board, see if we can get ourselves a seat, so we'll need a seat, and see if we can't put this composition together, or this composite I should say. My last chance anyway, so fingers crossed. Okay, so Stephen isn't actually back yet. I'm not sure the time, I'm going to check in a minute, but this has got some beautiful light on it now, so I'm going to try this composite, basically having the diving board coming out of a filter being held in my hand. It's something I want to try for a few times, and it's actually quite enough today to give it a go, so let's give it a go. Okay, so I've come back round, we've got back round to the start where we started off. I met with Stephen, I finally found him, and he's safe. So yeah, I've tried, my last shot I've tried a composite, like I said. I did try it at the town gardens a few weeks ago and it came out okay, but with the running water over the fountain it was a bit tricky to edit in, but hopefully with this it should be a little bit easier. So I'm going to end my video just there. Thanks to Stephen for inviting me along, and I hope you enjoyed Coate for the first time. Here's a nice park, and I urge you to come back. So really looking forward to seeing what Stephen's come up with, and I'm quite looking forward to seeing what I've come up with, because a few of the shots that I took weren't what I was thinking, especially with the light changing and stuff like that. So if you haven't subscribed to Stephen's channel, why not? I'll put a link to his channel up here. Go and check him out. He's a good photographer, good vlogger, so go and give him some support, and hopefully Stephen we'll meet again very soon. So go and check out his channel, check out the videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.